Hi everybody!
And welcome to the very first episode of But Make It Fashion.
What the hell is Make It Fashion? I'm glad you asked. This is a new segment on Kira's workshop where you, yes, you, decide what I'm going to make next. But more on the rules at the end of the video. For today's episode, I'm making fashion Tsareena, one of the most gorgeous and probably the sassiest Pokemon in history. My challenge? To maintain the essence of the character. But well, make it fashion. Let's begin. I want to stay true to the color palette, because I think the green and pink do a beautiful contrast with the white skin. So I'm using a Catrine DeMew doll, which I previously rebooted with green hair. After contouring the face and making the eye shape, I'm applying the brows with green pastel. I usually start the brows at the center. It's easier for me to make them symmetrical. Well, at least I try. And like always, I cut a piece of eraser and shaped the brows. To add that sassiness to her face, I'm making one of the eyebrows more arched. With red color, I'm drawing her lips. And the eyes. I usually grab a very light pencil to contour little details, like outside the nostrils, the cupid's bow, and the tip of the nose. And at this moment I realized my glove was stained, so I stained the head back. So that's why you're watching me paint with the thumb out. For her makeup, I want to do a really graphic look. A red wing liner, and pink wing shadow. Off camera, I'll fill both wings with paint, the lips and the eyes with watercolor. I just love how this looks. Now I'm adding some pink and red blush to the cheeks and nose. Once the pupil is on, I'm adding the shadow of the eyelids with black pastel. To finish the face, add the catch lights with my white watercolor. I'm removing the excess of the paint to draw a tiny line. And Tsareena has really long lashes, so yeah. And now time to reveal the hair. Oh, there goes the lashes. And I was about to remove the pins until I thought, what are you doing, stupid? You're missing one final coat of sealant. So, peekaboo, here. Time for the outfit, aka my nemesis. First, I'm using a basic skirt pattern and sew it on pink fabric. I have no idea what those white pom-poms are, so I made these patterns that together make a two-layered arch. And I'll sew them on the skirt. But first, I must sew the hem by hand. And now time to place them on the skirt. So far, so good. And for the white pom-poms, I'm using white tulle, which I'll gather and just add some stitches to keep them in place. And after the first one, I totally regret doing this on the doll. I really don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. The thread kept getting tangled between the legs and, well, human mistakes, I guess. Totally worth it at the end though. Next, I made a corset with black leather. And the fit is perfect. I put the boots I'm using on my mannequin doll, and since Tsareena has thigh-high boots, I'm tracing the legs on a piece of paper to make a pattern of this kind of leg sleeves, warmers, socks? Whatever, I'm just cutting this pattern on the same black leather of the corset. Why black? Well, because there was no pink one, you silly. So I'm painting everything with this pearlescent pink paint. But I wasn't feeling it, so I paint them again with a warmer pink, including the boots because, well, they need to match. So I proceed to sew my leg sleeves, and tragedy struck my confidence. Very fool from me to paint before sewing them together, because at the moment I flipped them, the paint chipped the frick off. Later, I tried the corset on the doll and the color, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I was not feeling it at all. So off you go. I made everything again. Once done, I painted everything again, learning from my mistake, obviously. By this point, I already had a neck contracture, back pain, serious hair loss, and very dry eyes. The struggle was real. To finish everything, I made a cape. I used the pattern from my weird doll and modified it by having 2 openings on the front and also making it shorter. To close it, I took a piece of pink ribbon and I'll add a snap on the center. Well, this was the initial idea. I later decided to sew on a long piece of a smaller ribbon so that I can close it with a bow. And she's done. Now, for the rules of this new section, but Make It Fashion will be all about reinterpreting existing characters, but with a fashion twist. So leave on the comments the character you would like to see in the next episode. I'll then go through the comments, make a poll on Instagram and on my community tab from YouTube, and create the winner. You know I love reading all your comments, and I feel this is a great way of having you involved in the creative process. This doesn't mean I'm going to do but Make It Fashion videos only. I'll continue making new conceptual dolls too. And as always, don't forget to support the workshop by liking this video. Remember that sharing is caring, and subscribe if you haven't. Also, follow me on Instagram to see sneak peeks of my projects and also to participate on the polls. Thank you so much for watching again. Until the next time, Kiro out.